Social media has become an increasingly ubiquitous presence in modern life, transforming the way we communicate, share information, and interact with others. While social media has many benefits, including the ability to connect with people all over the world and access to a wealth of information, there is growing concern about the impact of social media addiction on mental health. In this video, we will explore the underlying reasons for social media addiction and the impact it has on mental health, relationships, and overall well-being. We will discuss the design features of social media platforms that contribute to their addictive nature, the role of social comparison, and the fear of missing out, and the negative effects of social media addiction on mental health and relationships. Finally, we will emphasize the importance of responsible use of social media and provide strategies for managing social media addiction. Let me ask you something. What social media do you spend most time on, and how long do you spend on it per day? Leave your comments down below. If you are watching this, you probably have TikTok. At the end of the day, have you ever wondered, how have I spent so much time in this app without noticing? Well, here is the answer. TikTok is a social media platform that has taken the world by storm, with over 1 billion active users worldwide. The app allows users to create and share short-form videos that are often entertaining and engaging. However, many users have reported feeling addicted to the platform and spending excessive amounts of time scrolling through the endless stream of content. So, why is TikTok so addictive? One reason for TikTok's addictive nature is the app's algorithm, which is designed to keep users engaged for as long as possible. The app's For You page is a customized feed of videos that are curated based on a user's past behavior and interests. The algorithm tracks the content that users engage with and presents them with similar videos in the future, creating a personalized experience that feels tailored to the individual. This creates a sense of connection and familiarity that can be addictive. Another reason for TikTok's addictive nature is the app's emphasis on engagement and virality. The app encourages users to create content that is entertaining, engaging, and shareable. Users can gain followers and likes by creating videos that resonate with a wide audience. The desire for social validation and recognition can create a sense of competition and drive users to spend more time on the app. TikTok's design also plays a role in its addictive nature. The app is designed to be fast-paced and visually stimulating, with a constant stream of new content. The videos are short and easy to consume, making it easy to spend hours scrolling through the app without even realizing it. The app also includes a number of interactive features, such as filters, special effects, and music, that make it easy to create engaging content and share it with a wide audience. Finally, the social nature of TikTok also contributes to its addictive nature. The app allows users to connect with others, form communities, and participate in trends and challenges. The app's emphasis on user-generated content creates a sense of belonging and encourages users to participate in the creative process. This can create a sense of investment and ownership in the platform, leading users to spend more time on the app. In conclusion, TikTok is addictive for a number of reasons, including its algorithm, emphasis on engagement and virality, design, and social nature. While the app can be a source of entertainment and connection, it is important to be aware of the potential for addiction and the impact it can have on mental health and well-being. By setting boundaries and engaging in responsible use of the app, users can enjoy the benefits of TikTok without becoming addicted. Social media addiction is a growing concern that has been linked to a range of negative mental health outcomes, including anxiety, depression, and low self-esteem. It is characterized by a compulsive need to use social media, often at the expense of other important aspects of life, such as work, school, and relationships. Symptoms of social media addiction may include spending excessive amounts of time on social media, experiencing withdrawal symptoms when unable to access social media, neglecting other aspects of life due to social media use, and feeling a sense of loss of control over social media use. There are several differences between social media addiction and other forms of addiction. Unlike substance addiction, social media addiction does not involve the consumption of a physical substance. Instead, it involves a compulsive need to engage with a digital environment. In addition, while substance addiction typically involves physiological dependence, social media addiction is primarily psychological in nature. The underlying psychological and neurobiological mechanisms that contribute to social media addiction are complex and still not fully understood. However, research has shown that social media platforms are designed to reinforce the brain's reward system. Features such as notifications, likes, and comments trigger the release of dopamine, a neurotransmitter associated with pleasure and reward. Over time, this creates a cycle of addiction as users become conditioned to associate social media use with positive emotions. In addition, social media addiction is often driven by social comparison and the fear of missing out. Social media platforms create an idealized version of other people's lives, leading to feelings of inadequacy and low self-esteem. Users may feel pressure to constantly engage with social media in order to keep up with their peers and avoid missing out on important information. Neurobiological research has also shown that social media addiction may involve changes in the structure and function of the brain. Studies have found that excessive social media use is associated with changes in the prefrontal cortex, a brain region associated with decision-making and impulse control. This suggests that social media addiction may involve a loss of self-control and an inability to regulate behavior. In conclusion, social media addiction is a growing concern that has been linked to a range of negative mental health outcomes. While the underlying psychological and neurobiological mechanisms are complex and still not fully understood, research has shown that social media platforms are designed to reinforce the brain's reward system and create a cycle of addiction. It is important to be aware of the symptoms of social media addiction and take steps to manage it. By understanding the underlying reasons for social media addiction, we can develop strategies for managing social media use and promoting overall well-being. Social media platforms are designed to keep users engaged for as long as possible, often by creating an addictive user experience. This is achieved through various design features, such as notifications, likes, and comments, that reinforce the brain's reward system and create a cycle of addiction. Notifications are one of the most powerful design features of social media platforms. They create a sense of urgency and reward by providing immediate feedback to users. Notifications are often accompanied by sounds or vibrations, which create a sense of anticipation and excitement. This can lead to a compulsive need to constantly check for notifications, even when doing so is not necessary. Likes and comments are another design feature of social media platforms that contribute to their addictive nature. These features are designed to create social validation and reward. When a user receives a like or comment, it triggers the release of dopamine, a neurotransmitter associated with pleasure and reward. This creates a positive feedback loop where users become conditioned to associate social media use with positive emotions. The reinforcement of the brain's reward system is a key component of social media addiction. Social media platforms are designed to provide immediate feedback and reward for engaging with them. Over time, this creates a cycle of addiction, where users become conditioned to seek out social media as a source of pleasure and reward. The constant reinforcement of the reward system can lead to a compulsive need to engage with social media, even when doing so is not enjoyable or beneficial. Social media addiction is also driven by social comparison and the fear of missing out. Social media platforms create an idealized version of other people's lives, leading to feelings of inadequacy and low self-esteem. Users may feel pressure to constantly engage with social media in order to keep up with their peers and avoid missing out on important information. The role of social comparison in social media addiction has been well documented in psychological research. Studies have shown that social comparison can lead to a negative self-image and low self-esteem. Social media platforms create a constant string of idealized images and messages, leading to feelings of inadequacy and self-doubt. Users may feel pressure to constantly engage with social media in order to feel validated and accepted by their peers. The fear of missing out, FOMO, is another key driver of social media addiction. FOMO is the feeling that one is missing out on important social experiences or events. Social media platforms create a constant stream of information and updates, leading to a sense of urgency and the need to constantly check for updates. Users may feel pressure to constantly engage with social media in order to avoid missing out on important information or social experiences. In conclusion, social media addiction is driven by a combination of design features, reinforcement of the brain's reward system, and social comparison, and the fear of missing out. By understanding the underlying reasons for social media addiction, we can develop strategies for managing social media use and promoting overall well-being. It is important to be aware of the impact of social media on our mental health and take steps to manage it, such as setting time limits for social media use, taking breaks from social media, and seeking support if needed. Social media addiction has been linked to a range of negative effects on mental health, relationships, academic and professional performance, and overall well-being. It is important to be aware of these impacts in order to develop strategies for managing social media use and promoting overall well-being. One of the most well-documented negative effects of social media addiction is its impact on mental health. Studies have shown that excessive social media use is associated with anxiety, depression, and low self-esteem. Social media addiction can lead to feelings of inadequacy and self-doubt as users constantly compare themselves to others and feel pressure to present an idealized version of themselves. This can have a significant impact on mental health, leading to symptoms such as social isolation, decreased self-esteem, and increased feelings of anxiety and depression. Social media addiction can also have a negative impact on relationships. Excessive social media use can lead to decreased face-to-face interactions and a lack of intimacy in relationships. It can also lead to jealousy and conflict in romantic relationships, as partners may feel neglected or ignored due to social media use. In addition, social media addiction can have a negative impact on academic and professional performance. It can lead to decreased productivity and distract users from important tasks and responsibilities. In terms of overall well-being, social media addiction can lead to a range of negative outcomes. It can lead to decreased physical activity, poor sleep quality, and increased stress levels. It can also lead to decreased self-care and neglect of important responsibilities and obligations. There have been efforts to address social media addiction in various contexts, such as mental health treatment and public policy. Mental health professionals are increasingly recognizing the impact of social media addiction on mental health and are developing treatment strategies to address it. This may include cognitive behavioral therapy, mindfulness-based interventions, and other forms of therapy that address the underlying psychological mechanisms of social media addiction. In addition, there have been efforts to address social media addiction through public policy. Some countries have implemented laws and regulations that limit social media use in certain contexts, such as schools or public places. Some social media platforms have also implemented features that allow users to track and manage their social media use, such as screen time trackers and the ability to temporarily disable notifications. In conclusion, social media addiction can have a significant impact on mental health, relationships, academic and professional performance, and overall well-being. It is important to be aware of the negative impacts of social media addiction and develop strategies for managing social media use. This may include setting time limits for social media use, taking breaks from social media, and seeking support if needed. Efforts to address social media addiction in various contexts, such as mental health treatment and public policy, are also important steps in promoting responsible social media use and promoting overall well-being. In conclusion, social media addiction is a growing concern that can have significant negative impacts on mental health, relationships, academic and professional performance, and overall well-being. The design features of social media platforms that contribute to their addictive nature, the reinforcement of the brain's reward system, and the role of social comparison and the fear of missing out all contribute to social media addiction. However, by being aware of these underlying reasons for social media addiction, we can develop strategies for managing social media use and promoting overall well-being. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. See you soon.